So, so let's begin with our bus personnel. We got the bus driver, Mac. And he's always got your back, just like Larry the Gable guy, Michigan motor coach for life, and that's a fact. And so is the sleepwalker, and so is that the sleepwalker, Matt Jankowski, be throwing safari cowboy hats. Rat-a-tat-tat, that's the sound coming from the laptop of the hat, color-coordinated, monochromatic Joey Youngman. And right by his side, you'll find Nick Bednark spitting his Nicktoids right at you while training his dragon. One of his favorite movies, and milk, one of his favorite drinks. Just like, you guessed it, Milky John Caulfield, the 2% homogenized thief. See, sometimes I need some relief, so I head to the hospital, where Haley Clafton's parents met, the robotic contest rat girl. Life in a swirl, then it's time to cut loose, G. Shoot, cut screw loose, and get a screw in your collarbone like Brendan Lopez, the carrot dude had from fighting trolls in the UP. Don't believe it? Just ask his sister Kiara, not Shakira, who's eating those Kings Island gluten-free pizzas. Kiara, with a little Heinz sauce on top, that's Hein with a Z. Mother Liliana, dad part of the Knights, and daughter named after a classic car, Mercedes. Oh please, it's volleyball for life for her and Anime Crawley, the girl who got a little sick, maybe because she only eats strawberries. But stop guessing, look for the truth like I see in Nick Gessler. And his brother Colin Sanford, just like Will Ferrell and John Riley, they're step-brothers. Just beware of propaganda, like Colin and Miranda the Panda Kanja live to be, while participating in clothing drives for Catholics getting persecuted in the Middle East. So just watch your step. What I told Shannon, Madison, and their mother Lori. All kids' first names and their fam end with O-N. And one day, they will mail me ice cream from Guernseys. So Puff, imagine the dragons who live by the sea. Please remember Alex Darga, the first four-year youth group grad from OLV. Friends with the Kel E, Golan, and man can she sing, and act in any theatrical performance, son. It's just her thing. Page 2. But what does it all mean? I don't know. And what can I say? Except that Sabrina Silvestri is a field hockey champ, who's really come out of her shell like Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. Some people got it made and some still daydream while at third base in softball. Kind of like Megan Murphy, just thinking about a future white pink-striped Mustang convertible. That's real slick, and I am Swick. Actually, I'm not, but I know who it be. Sophie Swiecki or Swicky, whose dad went to MIT. And even just like Ed and Emily Katinsky, well, maybe one day, because they have great brains and even greater hearts with long and wide smiles, similar to their wrestling dad who works for Ford's Powertrain. Make it rain and throw some socks with rocks for Nick Karabajakian, a sophomore at CC with a different faith, but he still fits in. Just like Hannah and Dr. Pat Moylan, who aren't here now, but are in spirit. We love Peyton Paluziak for designing the t-shirts for this trip, kid. Equestrian, that's what we live. Right, Brittany Cameron? Yeah. Carrying those GVSU honors, soon to be in Allendale, Michigan. But for now, she reps it with the pro-life rep, Ashley Weber. Or Catherine Fiebig repping Gabriel Richard in a handmade Nicaraguan sweater. Yeah, you better get one. And then end with a Polish twist from Oliver Homa's mother, who makes some sick soup and only speaks that language. Yakshi Pani Ma, Dzień dobry. How are you and thank you, all from OLV, even Papa Rendy. But now on to St. Joe's for our own little victory. Live from Great Britain and the BBC, we have Brendan and Cassidy Connolly, two of the most amazing minds and performers that have ever graced Cincinnati. Maybe minus the poison ivy, and we could always do without ankle sprains. Darn that sand, and Jameis sand. But C-Shup is still screaming, no pain, no gain. With another bird from the same flock, I wish he didn't have to leave so soony. But alas, soon he'll depart to Holy Names University in Cali, the one, the only, Billy Cooney. brother to Brian, and Bill to George, brother-in-law, Bill, brother. A sister to Casey. If only people knew how cool they were. In the words of Father Greg, that would just be crazy. That's crazy. Page 3. And check it. God don't make no junk. Just look to Paige Ann Ross. Despite being a grandma, she still can make you laugh. Even Chris thinks she's a boss. So send her. And I'll send my boy, Andy Semeniuk. I know it's pronounced Semeniuk, but I've given up on that. Like a lot of people do when they meet me on the court or field. I mean, come on, Jan Mitz, were you really sleeping during soccer? Or just scared of the Peaceman Force field shield? Yield, stop as I announce a true healer, but that only comes after she's punished you in the Powder Puff League, Rachel Wheeler. So yeah, they're nasty, and I like pasties, along with chocolate pudding. And I'm pretty sure George's wife does too, because their last name rhymes with it, Sudden. And at least I think it does, and if it don't, it's no bother. We'll still push on. Ain't that right, Colin Donahue? Yes, sir! Just after you awake from the Benadryl. Broken windowsills, still shedding light. You just know when it's right. Like A. Rhett and N. Warner's relationship, guess what? They tight. But maybe not as much as the definition of swag himself, Jameson Donahue, who paints his toenails just like his sister Bridget and Mom Kim do. Now ain't that cute? So Peyton Holland, I'm sorry you had to get sick and leave us prematurely on this mission trip. It's rough. But just know that true power is in service and tacos. And I love you all unconditionally. So yeah, peace in. And one more thing. Everybody duck! Peace. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Mr. Peace.
You're welcome.
That was great.
Thanks, Janet. Thanks.